Taurus, for days something has been trying to get to you, and it's no coincidence that you're hearing about it today. Your body felt it before your mind admitted it. That unexplained shiver, that interrupted sleep in the middle of the night. You tried to name it, tiredness, stress, overwork, but there's a part of you that knows it's not quite like that. This isn't the first time you felt this way, and if you remain deaf, it might not be the last. He's trying to warn you, and what he's warning you about has an expiration date. You've come this far because something inside you already knew you needed to hear this today. Not tomorrow, today. Because the warning that keeps coming isn't meant to scare you. It's coming because there's still time. And time, Taurus, is exactly what's running out right now. Notice you're breathing right now. It's shorter than it should be. That's no coincidence. Let me show you 4 things that have happened to you in the last few days, and that you've, until now, been calling by the wrong name. You woke up at 3:33 in the morning, heart racing, for no apparent reason. This isn't insomnia, it's a summons. You saw the same number appear 3 times on the same day, on the receipt, on the license plate of the car in front, on the clock that stopped right when you looked. That's not a coincidence, it's confirmation. You felt a tightness in your chest just when you were about to decide something small, taking a different route, postponing a call that seemed urgent for no reason. That's not anxiety. It's intuition being pushed out, trying to break through the silence you've built yourself. And you dreamed more than once of a voice calling your name and woke up before hearing the rest. This isn't an incomplete dream. It's a message being saved for the right moment. And that moment, Taurus, is now. It's not X, it's not Y, it's Z. Each of these 4 signs is the same hand knocking on the same door, day after day, waiting for you to admit that you heard it. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the last few days haven't just been a bad phase. You'll recognize the 4 signs that were already there. You'll discover the name of what's trying to reach you, and you'll learn, before the window closes, how to respond to the warning. There's something that only those who have felt this weight will truly understand, and perhaps you're feeling it right now, and you don't know why. That cold feeling in the back of your neck when you sense that someone or something is trying to reach you, as if it were just tiredness, just a coincidence, just your mind inventing danger where there is none. But what if that shiver isn't just tiredness, but a sign that something bigger is trying to open a door you've been keeping locked? While many ignore the signs and continue on autopilot as if nothing is happening, few realize that this warning may carry a call for protection and a turning point that can still be seized before it disappears. But what if the big breakthrough lies precisely in that revelation that you haven't yet been able to apply? Every early morning you woke up for no reason, every repeated number you tried to ignore, every tightness in your chest you called tiredness, every dream interrupted before a voice could finish your name. Because sometimes the door you're most afraid to open is exactly the one that holds the protection you've been asking for days. While searching for answers to those sleepless nights, I found this digital book called The 12 Laws of the Universe that help your zodiac sign overcome spiritual envy. More than just a book, it brings together teachings, interpretations, and exercises to help you understand the signs that are coming your way, break the cycle of denial, and strengthen your ability to listen to your own protected intuition. Many Taurus natives are already feeling this relief, but access to the digital book may be taken down at any moment. It's available in the first pinned comment. Don't wait another sleepless night to hear what's already being said. Click now, download your copy, and discover why the 12 laws of the universe can become the map that finally translates every warning that keeps knocking on your door. If this first message has touched you, write, "I'm listening" below. Not for me, but because another Taurus, exactly where you were a week ago, needs this message to reach them tonight. There's a path I haven't fully shown you yet. A path that explains why the signs chose you. Stay with me. I haven't told you the most important thing yet. Look at your shoulder now. It's tense, Taurus. And you didn't even realize it. This happens because the body carries what the mind still tries to deny. And there are 4 things your body has already registered in the last few days, even if your mind insists on calling them something else. The first sign arrived at 3:33 in the morning. Dark room, heart pounding for no apparent reason. You called it insomnia, but the universe called it a summons. The second sign repeated itself 3 times on the same day. The same number on the receipt, on the license plate, on the stopped clock. You called it coincidence, but the universe called it confirmation. The third sign tightened in your chest right at the moment of a small choice, the route home, a delayed phone call. You called it anxiety, but the universe called it a warning disguised as instinct. And the fourth sign came within sleep, a voice calling your name, cut off before the end. You called it a strange dream, but the universe called it a message saved for the right moment. Taurus senses. Taurus perceives, even before admitting it, and that's exactly why these 4 signs won't stop repeating themselves unless you listen. There is a path of protection, and I will open it now, before the name, before the word, because those who carry days of silenced warning need relief before receiving the revelation. Stay, and it is precisely here that the path to protection opens up. You've felt this way ever since the days started repeating themselves in a strange way, right? That feeling that something is trying to catch up with you and you can't name what it is. I know that weight because I carried it too before understanding what was behind it. I didn't understand it by reading generic horoscopes. I understood it by paying attention to the patterns, the same patterns you just recognized in the 4 signs. You called it tiredness. It was a calling. You called it coincidence. It was confirmation. You called it anxiety. It was a pent-up warning waiting for space to emerge. And the hardest thing to accept is this. The more you deny the warning, the louder it needs to come. Because sometimes the door you're most afraid to open is exactly the one that holds the protection you've been asking for days without realizing it. While searching for answers to these recurring unexplained signs, I found this digital book called The 12 Laws of the Universe that help your zodiac sign overcome spiritual envy. It's not just reading, it's a map to decipher exactly what these warnings are trying to tell you before the window closes. As the principle that underpins all of this states, persistent warnings are not threats. They are proof that there is still time. Many Taurus natives read this book after nights exactly like theirs, waking up at the same time without understanding why, seeing the same numbers, feeling the same tightness. And what was restlessness turned into clarity. What seemed like persecution turned into protection. Cut through that denial now, Taurus. Shield that ear you've just opened. Release the weight of days, trying to guess on your own what the signs were trying to tell you, because the complete shielding that only this path maps out is waiting for you to decipher each warning that is yet to come. There's an old name for it, and it's about to come down, and now, with the path before you, the name descends. What has been trying to reach you for days has a name. The ancients called it Kairos, the right moment, different from ordinary time that runs without stopping. It's the window where the warning intensifies before closing completely. And Taurus, more than any other sign, tends to rely too much on routine and let this moment pass without noticing. It's not blind fate. It's not chance in disguise. It's the call of Kairos knocking on your door while there's still a door to knock on. There's a stone lighthouse on a sea-beaten cliff, spinning alone in the early morning, cutting through the fog, even when no ship is looking at it. It doesn't expect to be noticed. It keeps spinning because that's its purpose. That's exactly where you are now, Taurus. The warning keeps spinning day after day, waiting for you to finally look at the light. And when you do, the turning point will already be underway. He's trying to warn you, not in a hurry to scare you, with the patience of someone who knows that the light, sooner or later, reaches those who need to be found. Let me tell you about a man. I'll never say his name because it doesn't matter. What matters is what he carried. He spent days waking up at the same time without understanding why. He tried to ignore it. He attributed it to stress. He even avoided talking about it with those around him. Until he stopped. He just stopped and paid attention to the signs that kept repeating themselves. From the moment he listened, the unease turned into clarity, and what seemed like persecution turned into protection. Perhaps, and I say perhaps because only you know the answer, perhaps you are exactly where he was, feeling the weight without yet having given it the right name. The deepest truth lies ahead, and it has your name. Now that the name has come down, Taurus, it's time to understand who you become when you heed the warning instead of running from it. There are 3 ways to carry this calling. The first is the guardian of the locked door, the one who senses the warning but holds onto the key for fear of what might be on the other side. The second is the sentinel who doesn't sleep, the one who has already perceived the signs and is standing alert, waiting for the moment to act. The third is the persistent messenger, the one who, after listening, no longer keeps the warning to himself and becomes a beacon for others around him. You may have been the guardian until yesterday, but today, Taurus, the crown that awaits you is different. Notice your posture now. The shoulders that were tense at the beginning of this video can finally relax. Perhaps there is still a part of you that hesitates to admit this aloud, that feels ashamed to acknowledge that the signs frightened you. This doesn't make you any less. It makes you exactly like the messenger who persists before accepting his own calling. Someone who felt fear and chose to listen anyway. Sustaining the listening you've just awakened to requires more than just this shift today. It requires a map that continues to translate every warning that will knock on your door after this video ends. Don't wait for the door to knock again without opening it. There's a record that explains this in more depth than I can tell you in a few minutes, and it's waiting for you. Now that you know who you become when you listen, Taurus, it's time to learn how to act. The first tactic is to name the signal aloud. The verbal weapon is simple. I hear the warning. The symbolic action. Lighting a candle at dawn, letting the flame confirm what the mouth has just declared. The second tactic is to nip the denial in the bud. The statement, I no longer call this a coincidence. The action, write down the signs you recognized on a piece of paper and keep that paper near your bed, physical proof that you listened. The third tactic is to open the symbolic door you kept locked. The statement, I open what was locked. The action, opening a real window at dawn, taking 3 deep breaths, letting the outside air meet the inside air. These 3 weapons are not empty rituals, Taurus. They are the body confirming to the universe that the message has arrived. I'm not rushing you, I'm warning you. When the number repeats itself and you pretend not to see it, the warning insists even louder. When your chest tightens and you change the subject, the warning insists even louder. When the dream cuts off before the name, the warning insists even louder, because the complete map to never again confuse warning with coincidence is waiting exactly where the door opens. Don't let the next sign go unnoticed. Stay with me. I promised I'd come back to this, and now is the time to feel, not just understand. Change your posture now, Taurus. Relax your shoulders. Let your hands rest open on your lap, palms facing up. Imagine a door before you, dark old wood with a cold metal doorknob. It's the same door that appears in your interrupted dreams. Feel its weight in your hand. Feel the hinge slowly yielding, unhurriedly, as if it too had been waiting for this moment for days. Light begins to enter in thin slices, then fills the entire room, and the air changes temperature the instant the door opens completely. On the other side, there is no threat at all. There is only what you've been trying not to see, a well-lit, silent path waiting for you to cross it. Release now in a low voice, or just in your thoughts, everything you've carried these past few days. The sleepless nights, the recurring number, the tightness you ignored, the dream you cut short. Let go. You don't need to carry this alone anymore. And now, activate who you have become. The guardian who finally turned the key, the sentinel who stood tall, the messenger who also chose to persevere. Before we seal this deal, write down below the sign you've ignored the most in the last few days, or, if you prefer, write in one sentence what you hope this warning will protect you from. I'll read it. And you won't be the only one hearing this. Don't release that energy yet. We're not finished. Stay with me. There are 3 areas of your life where this warning has been playing, Taurus, even without you realizing it. The sleep that should restore you, the small decisions that seemed bigger than they were, and the dreams that held the whole message. The 3 tactics you learned, naming, cutting, opening, need no further explanation now. They are already within you. Listen, understand, protect. This is the triad that sustains everything that came before, listening to what it insists on, understanding what it reveals, protecting what it came to guarantee. It doesn't let go yet. That cold feeling in your neck when you sense someone trying to reach you no longer needs to haunt you, not after everything you've just recognized. That's how I also came across this digital book called The 12 Laws of the Universe that help each zodiac sign overcome spiritual envy. That silence, which weighed more than any word, no longer needs to try to establish itself again, because sustaining after today, the protection you finally decided to heed is exactly what this path continues to do, warning after warning, without you having to decipher everything alone again. Don't wait for tomorrow to silence the warning you finally began to hear. Before you go, there's an invitation not to sell anything, just to continue listening alongside other Tauruses who are exactly where you were a few days ago. Subscribe to the channel because the next announcement is already on its way, and it will reveal exactly who in your life is also being called. The great secret of spiritual envy was waiting for you even before you clicked on this video. And now you know why. That letter you thought was just the wind pushing under the door, night after night, always the same handwriting. It wasn't the wind, Taurus. It never was. Now you can let go. He warned you. You listened. And that, from today onward, is protection.